we have Marie Walton. She's a naturalist for Johnny Appleseed Natural Parks Inn, and she's going to be talking about a specific plant that, you know, maybe was useful at one point, but not so much anymore. So welcome, Marie.
Thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure. All right, tell us about, what is this plant called?
It's called Teasel.
Okay.
And it was brought over in the 1700s by European settlers. It's a really tall plant, so after you learn to identify it, you will probably notice it everywhere. It grows to be about 6 to 8 feet tall, and it's got a large brown or green spiky egg-shaped cone at the top. It has a thorny stem as well as thorny leaves along the stem. So it's pretty iconic because it towers above all the little plants in a field. They brought it over originally to use that spiky egg-shaped cone of the teasel to tease wool into fleece. But today we no longer use it for that purpose. If you're teasing wool into fleece by hand, you're more likely to use a metal carding comb, or it's done often in factories by a large carding machine. So since humans aren't using it anymore, wildlife also is not really eating it. Those thorns all over the stem and leaves and at the top are super effective at keeping wildlife away. So they're not interested in eating it, and it's not very nutritious either. So we don't feed it to our livestock. Wild animals are not eating it, so the populations of teasel are kind of left unchecked, and they tend to take over an area, choking out more beneficial species such as asters or sunflowers or even trees. So we'd much rather have an area that has lots of different plants to provide good nutrition for our wildlife instead of just a field of teasel only, which is not very healthy. So at the parks, we have volunteer opportunities right now for people to get involved and help us remove teasel from the natural areas in our parks. So to get involved, you just go to our website, and then we've got, you scroll down, and then 2 tiny little links. They're there, they're just small, but the first one takes you to the volunteer application. So if you've never volunteered for the parks before, you'll have to fill out that application and send it in. And then download the VicNet app, which is the second link on our page. It's also very small, but it's there. Download the VicNet app, and then within a couple days after we receive the application, we will send you a link to log in, a code to log in to our page on VicNet, and you'll get a calendar that tells you all the dates and times of our volunteer opportunities, including teasel removal. So we're doing teasel removal every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from now until August 14th. And so to find out where that's going to be, you'll have to look on the website for each day. And then I know that Ohio State Lima is also doing teasel removal in their natural preserve. So that's going to be on July 30th at 9 a.m. So anyone is welcome to come to that as well and help remove teasel from the preserve and help make it beautiful. When you're removing teasel, I think it's important to kind of gear up and wear the right things to protect yourself. So I have here gardening gloves. I like the kind that has like this kind of rubbery palm, because like I said, teasel is really spiky, and so you want to protect yourself when you're touching that super spiky plant.
Right, so it will hurt if you just grab it by your bare hands, right?
Yes, so you don't want to just grab it. That's kind of like its defense.
Okay.
And I also think you should wear a hat so that you can see in the sunlight, and also to protect your face from UV radiation. Also, sunscreen is always recommended, and I really like these like UV protecting shirts. I like to buy a size or 2 too big, and then the sleeves are a little bit larger so that the wind can still blow through and you keep yourself shaded and cool. And then, of course, stay hydrated. I have a water bottle I bring with me everywhere. Take frequent breaks to drink and keep yourself safe and hydrated as well as you're helping.
Awesome. So I didn't know about this teasel, so I didn't know it was useless, really. But it's a good thing that, I guess, you know, removing it. And if you want to be a part of the removal process, just go to the website, sign up, get the location, the time, and have a good time. And wear those protective gloves.
Definitely.
Right? All right. Well, Marie, I want to thank you so much for coming in today. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Well, don't go away, because we have more when we return.